self-destructive. Yeah, I like that music. That comes on. Mama said there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this. My mama said. Y'all know what? I kind of want to talk about a new kind of, not really new, but a different type of destructive relationship. You know, I'll be talking about all these people. I still got people to talk about today, too. But I'll be talking about it. But anyway, yeah, I got somebody to tell y'all about. Okay, just hold on, just hold on. But I always talk about these destructive relationships and how these people always getting themselves in these bad situations with their boyfriends and their girlfriends and all that stuff. But today, I want to talk about another kind of self-destructive addict. And that's the one that likes to eat all the time. And that ain't funny though. Now that ain't funny. I'm just not. It's not funny, y'all. But you know what I'm talking about. Because I don't think a lot of times people realize that eating can be an addiction. Yeah. Let me tell you, I think I'm going down. Now, do you know people that are addicted to cocaine and heroin or methamphetamines, marijuana, Mary Jane? Some people addicted to cough syrup, y'all. Sometimes they're addicted to, what's that? They be sniffing the aerosol cans. Yeah. They're addicted to cigarettes, candy, all kind of stuff, shopping, sugar, fried food. They like that fat. And they're killing themselves. Salt. I like salt, but I try to be smart about it, y'all. I try to be smart about it. But I tell you this, the reason why we do this stuff, because it feel good. I'm not an overeater, but I have been addicted to some Pepsi Cola. I could drink Pepsi when I got up in the morning. No food in your stomach. Just think about that acid going in your belly. Making all that noise, because that's what it would do. And then it's going down in your belly, but it felt good. When it went down my throat, I was like, that's so good. Well, just like people feel good when they get high, don't you know, that's a high. That feeling good when that Pepsi went down. That feeling good when I bit into that fried chicken. That feel good when I bit into that pork chop. I don't even eat pork chop, y'all, fried pork chops. I used to, but I don't now. Because you know my health is more important, okay? I don't like a lot of salt, but I know I have watched people, okay, you done cooked a great meal, it's seasoned right, and the first thing they do is like, they start shaking out the salt. You be like, whoa, that's going to be a little too much, but they like it. So, what can you do? Really nothing. But this is what I really want to talk about. This is what I really want to talk about. Because you know what? I do know that when you're eating stuff and it feels good going down. And honey, I used to could eat a whole sweet potato pie. Why? Because it tastes good. I wasn't hungry. I slice a little slice. Ooh. Let me get another slice, another slice, and I go sit down somewhere. Say, I ain't gonna eat no more. Then I'm like, ooh, let me go get some more. I gotta get some more. Gotta get some more. Next thing I know, the whole pie gone. That feel good to us, yeah. But do you know that's destructive? Do you know what's in sweet potato pies besides potatoes? Sweet potatoes are healthy for you, but what you're putting in is not. Cause you got all this sugar and all this butter. Ooh, that's so good. And it be going down your stomach and it feel good. And not only that, it tastes good. And you're not even hungry. You're just doing it because it tastes good. But y'all, now you know I got something to say. You know I got something to tell you. Because I told you I don't gossip. I just tell the gospel truth. And this is the gospel truth. Now, so I got this friend. I can't tell y'all her name. But I like her. I do like her. But this is what she does. She would eat at home. I saw her one time. She cooked up some beans and some cornbread, and she had some ham hocks in it, and she had some potatoes and all kind of stuff. And she had a plate. It was a big plate, and she had it full. She offered me some. I said, "Oh no, I already ate." I'm not a big eater anyway, unless it's something that I ain't have no business to eat, like that sweet potato pie and that Pepsi. Then I overdo it. But I don't eat large plates of food. And she ate all of that food. Well, I'm used to her doing that, so I'm going on about my business. And she said, "What you cook?" And I told her. She said, "Well, can I have some of that?" I'm like, "Yeah, you still hungry?" Okay. So she came to my house. She got her a plate and she ate it. And then she said, "Well, can I take some home?" I said, "What?" I said, "But you're not hungry." "Yes, I am. You don't know if I'm hungry." I'm like, okay, get you some. It's just food. Let her get some more of that food, because she was about to bite my head off, y'all. Let her have that food. But then, that's okay, I guess. I don't know. I think she addicted to the food. That was going on. I don't know how to tell somebody to get over that. I think you got to go to a doctor or somebody, counselor. I don't even know, because I haven't had that big of a situation. I just know somebody that does. Cause when we go somewhere, like we had a party here where I live for the seniors. And I was like, "Come on, girl, let's go down here to the party, see what they got." She said, "They have food?" I said, "Yeah, they having food," because they told everybody to bring something. So I think this was around holiday, because I made a big old pan of dressing. I made a sweet potato pie, and I made some homemade mac and cheese. And then the company, the apartments people, they provided the meat. And so we went down there, and she on her little walker, coming on over there to get her plate, and everybody, when she said, "Now we got your plate, we got your plate," so they filled it up with all. She was like, "I want some of this, this, this." She sampled everything. There was a lot of food, and she ate that, and then she asked for some more. I'm like, "Okay." They gave her some more. Oh, she ate all of that, y'all. And then she asked for another plate to take home. I said, "Oh, you gonna have that for tomorrow?" She said, "No, I'm gonna eat this tonight." I'm like, "Oh, shucky now. Shucky from the shucky." She said, "No, I'm gonna eat that tonight." I'm like, "Okay, I ought to be used to this, okay?" But it just throws me off when she do all that. Ooh. She eat at your house, she'll eat at my house, and somebody else's house too. If she see food, she gotta have it. She's got to have it. Ain't no sense in fighting with people like that or fussing with them, because it's an addiction. You cannot control it. You don't need to be making them feel bad. Talking about, yes, you're gonna be fat. I know people that eat and eat ain't big as a minute. It depends on how their body is made and what's in it. How it's created and what kind of mechanism they have. Because some people don't never get fat. So it's not that. It means that they are addicted. Stop being mean, y'all. Stop being mean. They addicted. It's an addiction. But you know what? People be mean to drug addicts. People be mean to people on the street that's homeless. People just mean. Somebody on the street, you don't know why they on the street. Maybe they lost their home. Maybe they lost their job. I don't know. And some of them are mentally ill. We can't mistreat people because they have an addiction. We just can't do it. I don't mistreat. I get mad at it though, because I be like, "Dang, we gotta go through this today too. Dang, go to a church function," and she packed all the food off from there after she done ate 2 or 3 plates. And I mean it, y'all, 2 or 3 plates. Oh, I don't know how she does it. I can't figure it out. I don't know why her stomach ain't bust wide open, but it happened. I can't never figure that part out. Why they can do that, but they can. They just can do it. Yeah, they just can do it. And she one of them folks that can do it. Go to a restaurant. You're not gonna get all that unless you order another plate to pay for. They gonna give you what you paid for. So if you want more, unless you go to a buffet, of course. Now, I've been to a buffet with her. Yes, Lordy, Lordy, I've been to a buffet. And what she do? She got that big purse. You have a friend like that? They like to eat. They're addicted to the food, and they bring their big old purse, and they go up. And I got one friend. She brings containers. And she said, "Girl, you need to get this because you have some of this tomorrow." I said, "Girl, I am not gonna do that. That's stealing. That ain't stealing. It's a buffet." Okay. So they get their little containers, and they might put potatoes in here, put it down in their bag. Go over here and get some fish or some chicken or whatever. They have a big container for the meat. And go get that. But they put it on the plate, y'all. They don't put it in the container till they get to the table, okay? Because they can't let nobody see what they're doing. Go get that fried chicken or whatever they want. Put a whole bunch of pieces on the plate and then come back to the table and take all that out. Yeah, and then they start putting it all in their little containers. And then they stick it. Then they put that down in their bag. I'll be like, whoa, this serious. This serious. I don't like packing all that stuff. Now, if I eat something, then I don't eat it all, and I ask them to put it in a to-go thing, that's good. But if I start packing food, then I'm going to waste food. I don't want to waste it, but they eat theirs. I just don't. I waste it. So that ain't for me. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, I'm going to take me a break, y'all. I talk so much about the people that like that food. I'll see y'all in a minute. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Are you in need of a fresh perspective on relationships, wholeness, love, and transformation? Or are feeling consumed with hurts from the past and finding it difficult to overcome traumatic events? Well, contact licensed marriage and family therapist Sharon Mason of Love That Relationship. She can get you back on the road to building a healthy and loving relationship with yourself and others. Love That Relationship.
Well, well, well. I's back. Oh, yeah. We talk about them folks that's addicted to food. Self-destructive. Yeah, that's self-destructive. But you know, I got another friend. I'm through talking about that other friend that pack everything off from her house to your house and the church house and everybody in the buffet. Okay, but I got this other friend. Now, she's a big girl. And she don't eat a lot, okay? And she's a big girl. So I learned something. It ain't got nothing to do with size when it comes to food addiction. Cause if she a big girl and eat about as much as I do, but she's just a big girl and she's not addicted. So everybody's not addicted to food. Just because they got all this weight don't mean that they addicted to food. Maybe they eating something that are more something they shouldn't be eating, like candy, sugar, we'll put it on you. Soda, that stuff, all that stuff. But may not eat a lot, but be taking in substances that help them gain the weight because they're addicted. But this is what I want to tell you. One day, one time, this is another lady came to my house, and she wasn't no big lady. And I think we had invited her to my son's, I had invited her over for dinner. I said, come on over, have dinner with us. Okay, well, Gigi, when I get a plate, y'all, I get some salsa. And I put my little food on there. I made me one piece of chicken if we got chicken. I may get another sauce and because I don't like my meat to get wet. Ugh, I don't like that. Oh, Gigi don't like that. So I might put my meat over on another saucer and put maybe say you got some green beans and mashed potatoes and gravy. I'm going to put that on a separate saucer. That's how I eat. Now, unless it's something that I can put in one plate that they ain't going to run all over the tarnation. Other than that, I won't put it in the saucer. Well, my friend, she comes on in, we was all excited to see her. Yeah, and I was finishing up in the kitchen. I said, y'all, by the way, I can burn. Gigi is a cook and a half. Oh, yeah. I can cook my hips off. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. But anyway, I went around, you know, I'm one of the people, I gotta have everything out party. I set the table out pretty, you know, had our little plates on there and brought the food to the table so everybody can serve themselves, you know, that kind of stuff. I like that kind of stuff. Oh, well, my babies got to the table. They weren't grown then, they was kids, okay? About maybe, I'm trying to say maybe 7, 8, maybe 10, 11, somewhere. And I got 4 kids, yeah, 11 to maybe something. Up in there. Child, when we sat down at that table and we always fix our plate, and I was what? All of a sudden I was like, the boys, they just stopped fixing their plates and turned around and looked with their mouths open. And I'm like, what is going on? So I looked to see what they were staring at. And they was watching her. And she had heaps of food on her plate. You know how some people do, they have heaps of food. They were so used to me just getting enough that for what I needed, they were in shock when they saw her put all that food on her plate. And she had quite a bit. To them, it looked like a man-sized plate. And so my oldest son, he was like, are you going to eat all that? And he said, yeah. And my other son said, well, where you going to put all that? And she looked. I'm looking like, oh, Lord, they getting ready to embarrass me. My baby boy said, my mama don't eat like that. I ain't never seen a woman eat that much food, he said. I said, I knew. I was trying to like cut. I was trying to get his attention. Don't say no more. But she laughed. I said, you don't talk like that to people. You don't say stuff like that to her. I mean, I eat like that. Everybody don't eat like me. And they was like, oh, okay. So you can tell we didn't go out to eat much. I did cook, mostly cooking at home. So they were used to what I would put on my little plate. So they was like, okay. But they were so amazed that she had all that food on her plate. And they was more amazed because she ate every bit of it. And they was just looking like, what in the world? And they said, when she left, they said, Mama, where she put all that food? She ain't even that big. I said, honey, some people can eat. It's just, maybe they raised that way. I was raised that way. My auntie would say, you better eat all that food. You know, she put a bunch of food on her plate. And you know how them old folks was back in the day? If they put it on your plate, you better eat it. I'd be crying. I couldn't eat that food. My stomach be hurting. I'd be trying to pump that food. But I had a Mikey. I had a Mikey who liked to eat. That was my baby brother. He liked to eat. And he was addicted to food. So he would come over and say, I got this, sis. And he would eat all my food for me. I like Mikey's. Because if not, she was coming after me. Girl, you didn't eat that food? Well, I'm going to make you wrap this up. You're going to eat it tomorrow morning for breakfast. I'm going to wrap this up. You're going to come back and eat it for snack. I'll be like, oh, but I don't want no more food. I don't want no more food. My Mikey said, don't worry about it. I got this. And I look back now and said, my poor baby brother was addicted to food. Poor thing. But we was kids. I didn't care at that time. I just want him to get rid of it for me so I wouldn't get in no trouble. So, we got addicted people in our families that like to eat. It ain't no sense in you fussing with them and arguing with them and talking crazy to them because they ain't going to stop. They just not going to stop, okay? Leave them alone. I let people do what they going to do. Because if I cook something, I'd rather you eat it anyway than to waste it. Because most time, when I cook stuff, I done got now, y'all, where I try to cook for 1, maybe for 2, and I have something left over. But for a long time, I was cooking for my 4 children. I had to break that habit, because then I was wasting food. So if I cook something and somebody come eat, I'd be like, help yourself, child. If they can eat, I let them eat. I know it ain't good for them. I know it ain't good, but at least it ain't going to waste. And I know that ain't a good excuse either. I know that's not a good excuse, but honey, but that person only ate one plate. That person wasn't like my other friend that ate 2, 3, 4 plates. Yeah, I don't know. Now that is a true addiction. That's a true addiction to food. Very true, very true. And she could cook. I tasted some of her cooking before, and it was pretty good. She could burn, but she just ate so much. That's it. Sweet as she could be, y'all. Oh, just as sweet. Love people and love food. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how that works. It's like you lose control if you're a shopaholic. You lose control when you're gambling if you're a gambler. You lose control if you like drugs. Well, I assume that eating all that food is because you done lost control because it's so good to you. Ooh. Yum, yum, yum. So, the desire overrides the fullness. That's the only conclusion I can come to. Your desire to have all this overrides the fullness. You might be full, and even if you're not hungry, when you see something, like I saw that sweet potato pie, if I see it, I'm like, ooh, unless it's nasty, then I'll be like, ooh, I shouldn't have done that. But if I know it's somebody that I know that can cook, then I might eat more than one piece. Especially if it's good. But I just don't do that every day. But these people I'm talking about, they do it every day. My friend, she do it every day. I don't know where she put it, y'all. She's nice and tall. She not fat. But I don't know where she put it. But she put it somewhere down this here. Hey, it goes down. I see it myself. I watched it. I know it's the truth, and I ain't lying. I was telling you the gospel truth. I am telling you the gossip truth, okay? Now, if you're not hungry, most of us will stop eating. But if you addicted to food and even if you're not hungry, you got to have it. Even if you just ate. It's the idea that you see it and your eyes is bigger than your stomach, as the old folks used to say. So your eyes is bigger than your stomach. You can't even eat all that. Well, they not like that. I actually think that this came from childhood because, where they used to force us to eat our food like that. And then we got used to doing it. What y'all think? They put all this food on your plate. You a little kid, and they want you to eat it all. Whew. Well, when you get grown, you put all that food on your plate, and guess what you do? You eat it all. And then they should say, you want some more? You be like, I can get some more. And they be like, yeah. And then they give you some more. Well, you take that stuff into your adulthood, honey. And then the doctor say, now, you can't have this no more. You be like, oh no. I remember when I went to the doctor and they told me I couldn't have no fried foods for a while. I couldn't have no popcorn. Oh, I love me some popcorn. They said no popcorn, no peanuts, no fresh fruit. I love fresh fruit, but my body was not acting right toward it. So I couldn't have it. I couldn't have no grapes. I couldn't have no apples. I couldn't have a fruit that had seeds, so that meant oranges, all that kind of stuff. I like to broke down. But I fought my way through it, and I did what they told me to do, even though I didn't want to. I can have some of that little stuff now, but not a lot. So, after a while, stuff started affecting your body. Even overeating affects our body, and we got to, move along and quit being so addictive with it. And it's hard to do. I know. I know it's hard to do. So if you got a food addiction, you ain't got no right to be talking to somebody that's on drugs and who has an addiction to be telling them that they need to get off of that because you can't get off of food. You can't get away from your food addiction. So how you think they gonna get away from theirs if they don't get help? They gotta get help like you gotta get help. Gotta get help. Yeah, shopaholics to me are dangerous because they spend all their money They're addicted to shopping. They spend all their money, and then when they get home, they ain't got none, and they can't pay stuff, and they be like, oh, I shouldn't have bought this. I should have done, but I should have done it good or whatever. It's done. But that's what happened with food. I shouldn't eat all that food. I shouldn't eat all that food, but you done it. You done it. Nothing you can do about it now. It done. So stop fussing at these people who have food addiction, cause that thing is real. It real, y'all. It real. They have a relationship with food. Yes, they do. It may be self-destructive, but it's their relationship. All right. I'll tell y'all later.